My name is Jim Lal-Tabak. I'm a yoga teacher, energy healer, health and wellness coach. Welcome to this healing energy treatment. Um, and I'm really grateful that you're able to make it. A little off schedule. Usually I've been doing this on Mondays, but with some conflicts, I rescheduled today. I'm just glad we were able to do it at all. So, yeah, I'm planning, my thoughts are about light and cultivating or becoming more aware of that inner light. And when they talk about, the light, they've talked about, I've heard people talk about our human beings being kind of like photosynthesis. We take in energy, like the plants take the sun's energy. We actually take energy as well from the sun, and and that's a kind of a cool thought, right? So I thought we'd start up with some Ayurvedic eye exercises, which are always enjoyable, and then move into. I'll talk about the sort of a strategy of how to, um, in this case, allow colors and light to come into your awareness. So let's start with, hold on one second. We'll start with just the basic eye movements, just to sort of, there are different senses and we take in information different ways. Today, it's more about visual and audit, the optic capability uh, of our senses. So with and this one stimulates visual memory. And so you look up and to your left, breathing through your nose, nice and easy. Come back to center for a moment. Take a breath. And then up again to the left, visual memory. You don't have to think visual memory. It's just that's what the sages have discovered about this looking in this direction. Don't force it, just breathe easy and then come back to center. And then we'll look up and to the right. And that's new visual creativity. So up and to the right. Breathing nice and easy, not forcing looking up so hard, but just gently looking up. And if your eyes get tired, then let's take a break, come back to center, breath, let it go, and then up again. Keep breathing. And to the right. Good. And then back to center. And now with the eyes closed, look up to the center line between the brows, more so the point, sixth chakra. Good. And come back to center for a moment. Take a breath. And then up again to the center. Third eye, sixth chakra. Okay. So we're going to stay, I think we're paused there because we are working on visual. All the upper levels are stimulating visual memory. Um, but we can still do a little bit of um, just gently moving side to side, down to the, keep breathing easy, down and to the right, center, down and to the left, and then just straight down toward the mouth. Come back to center. And then before we move forward, we'll palm. So taking the fleshy part of the palm, gently hold it over the eyes, tip the head down a little bit, support your head with your hands, but don't push into the eyes with your palms. Just let the eyes kind of drop out of their sockets into your hands. So all the muscles can relax in your eyes. Good. And then just let that go. Bring the hands down. Notice keeping the eyes closed now. Feel or be aware of almost like you were looking at a movie, the screen with your eyelids closed. What do you see? Just watch gently. Now, this is I think an important component of this. So while you're sitting here, there's two kinds of focus, minimally, but the basic ones are more of a pointed focus and then an open focus. And the pointed focus takes um, more effort, and the open focus is just letting go and letting the energy flow. So think about, so what I've noticed can happen is if I'm having a visual experience that's pleasurable, it's often when I've slowed down and relaxed, and my visual attention is also more panoramic, you could say, or open, as opposed to, and then as soon as I get, like I have this, you have this experience, I have this experience, and if I try to pay attention to it more, it dissipates. It almost like it goes away. So you have to be able to keep, you want to be able to keep that open, relaxed, slow consciousness throughout, so that if something does come into your awareness, your experience, that you can simply allow it to be there. And so we don't make these experiences happen per se, um, with especially with the eyes. Now, the body itself, you can get yourself in a relaxed state. Your breath can be relaxed and easy, and so forth. All the other senses can support your having visual, um, pleasant and healing visual experiences, because the colors all have frequencies, and they all, as we've talked about in chakras, they all have healing properties. So, depending on what you might need, usually is what you might see happens. Not necessarily, but if it does, that's great. And if whatever comes up, it's going to be for your benefit. So whether you know it or not, it's like I know what I need, and um, nobody else does, or something like that, right? So we um, have an idea of what we need, but the universe has our backs. It's for us. It also has intelligence. So we want to open that, have that soft, closed-eyed gaze, vision, almost like you could just reach out a little bit in front of you with the eyes closed, but not that focused look. It's more of that open. So there's an openness. So keep an eye out for that. If you can get that state, and you may go between, right? It's not. This is something, and if something pops into your awareness, you might get surprised and look at it, and that's okay. But you may find that, well, see what happens, right? So just we'll start quietly. Letting your breath become easy, soft. Listen for sounds in the distance and inside your body. And then just gently, off and on, switching from whatever sense or experience you're having to your awareness of that inner light. So while we're shifting between our vision, I'm going to take a little sort of stroll through our chakra system, and starting at the base, or think about the root. So you can gently, again, this is a soft looking down at the base of the spine. Let your body relax if anything tenses up. Each time we shift location, we're going to put our hands now just below the navel over the, so your thumbs are right around the navel and the rest of the hands are below. And then solar plexus, just that little area below the stationary rib cage where the base of the sternum into the chest, where that diaphragm is in the middle of the body. And again, gently let the eyes fall. Notice your experience visually. Then moving up, palms on the heart center area. Let the eyes just gently gaze, still with that open, easy look. So it's not this concentration. And then watch for anything on your inner visual screen. Bringing the hands up around the throat. You can have the left over the right if you like, whatever feels comfortable. Gazing slightly down toward the throat without any effort. Just gently take your fingers to the brow and base of the brow, right between the eyebrows, and then up, forehead. Just to bring a little gentle awareness there. And again, you can let go of it if you like. Again, watch, observe. Good. Crown of the head. Again, fingertips. So the index finger, all the fingers line up with each other, finding that central line. And you can let go of it if your arms get tired holding up, but keep your attention gently up toward the crown. Now, science, biological, science is telling us that we actually create light inside our bodies with the optic nerve, and just our system, has enough energy to light a light bulb. Um, so we want to just expand some of our awareness of that, what it might look like. And you'll see all that light is always happening, but the qualities that you observe will depend on your physiology, your state of consciousness, all kinds of things. And, and so when you can slow down enough, you might see some of the patterns that are created. And there's different patterns for different states, of course, whatever they are. I'm not saying that there's specific ones, but there could be. Um, okay, good. So let's spend a moment just breathing and pick one of the locations that you feel would be helpful for you to get more um, energy directed for your benefit, or it could be outside you as well, if you'd like. But right now, I'm trying to focus on that inner directedness. So there's other times we're always A lot of people are thinking about what's going on somewhere else. Give yourself the option, the opportunity to experience that energy and support your own well-being. Good. And then bring their hands in front of the heart in prayer type position. Deep breath in and out. Express gratitude for any peace or experiences. Let's fold those hands in front of the heart as if we're taking that energy that we've experienced and let it permeate every cell, every area of our bodies. Breathing in and out, letting the body stay in that relaxed state. Take a nice full breath in, and then we'll open out as we exhale, releasing that energy to the universe, to our loved ones, or anyone that's in need. Let's come back. Our hands over the heart. Deep breath in. Still watch that inner vision. Exhale. See if you can observe any changes. One more time, inhaling and exhale. Great. So, I want to just thank you all for coming. Have a beautiful rest of your week. It's almost done. So, but you know, it all starts up again. So it's all cycle of life. So be let's be um, aware of that and get some sunlight, right? Get some sunlight. Do that photo. Synthesize that light, that photosynthesis. Not like we're not going to turn green, but we do get energy, and it does influence our physiology and everything. And so, because of the shorter part of the days now, we want to get that light when we can, right? And so, anytime you get a chance, you can, if you can see the sun directly, keep the eyes closed and let some of that direct light go through your eyes and the skin, all of it. It's all good. So, anyway, well, have a good one, everybody. Thank you all for being here. And namaste, peace. and we'll see you next time. Okay, so bye, everybody.